first of all, I have a massive spot on my chin, but we're just gonna try and ignore that because second of all, I don't really give any context for this film, like, at all. Hold up. Basically, this is like little like vlogs that I took while I was making my snail film, and I don't know like I've not looked at the footage yet, so I hope it's understandable. The film isn't up yet unless it is up, but yeah, it's called Fucked Friday. The film is about this really stressed out snail who's trying to like outrun growing up and responsibilities, which that's the film. That it is actually currently finished. I'm just adding like the last touches. I had to have it finished for yesterday because I wanted to submit it to film festival, but I'll probably be back to give context on this. But also if the clips are like a mess, like, oops. I don't know how I managed to forget this, but before it was wait, let me pause. Brockhampton's new album. Yeah, before it was snails, basically my brother has these two rats and they're so cute. They're my rat they're not my husbands. They themselves, they are husbands together. And I wanted to just like make them like little houseies and stuff, like, you know, just living their best lives. They're so freaking cute. I wanted to like make them little cities. It was a whole thing, and I was like, you know what, if I'm doing this, I might as well make it into a film. I was like, ooh, it could have like a little storyline and stuff. Really exciting. But it turns out when I started actually getting them out of their house to like I was measuring them so I knew what size to make the sets. Turns out I am afraid of rats. That's cute, huh? Oh, great! Fuck! They're scary and they run fast. Like, they're cute as hell, but like... But then when the rats went downhill, I was like, what else can I use? And then I was walking in, and every time I come home and it's been raining and it's dark, there's just so many snails outside, like so many that I have to turn my phone torch on to like walk because I don't want to crush them, but there's always so many, and I was like, this could be useful. She's so precious. I just, that's her next meal, but she's chomping. I don't want to distract her. The thing about working with snails is I'm so scared that she's gonna hate me, that like I'm literally waiting till she finishes her first meal to move on to the second one, because like I'm so scared she's not gonna like me. But also I'm so excited. I'm truly living my best life. I'm dropping out of uni to build tiny houses for snails. Also, yes, I will release her into the wild. My mom won't let me name her because she thinks I'm gonna murder her. I have a really bad track record with animals. We're out here doing our best. I've been working on this film for about 25 hours now, maybe. I've not been timing it this time, but 6 a.m. Been working all night on it, painting sets and stuff. But I'm gonna go swap out snails because there should be a lot of snails out in the morning, and I think this one has done such a great job, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Hello, I am still at it. I really want to do like a longer shot because they're like miniature sets. Like I can't, it's very like choppy at the minute, so I want to do like a longer moving shot. So I picked this up It's really big. From a shop that was shutting down. I'm drawing on it now to try and make like a sort of like tracking slider shot. And yeah, it means I'm saving money on poster board as well. I thought I was gonna have to go buy more poster board. Excited, but it's only taking pencil and it's kind of scratchy, but I kind of like the like homemade childish look to it that it has, that you can see the pencil marks, so it's going good. I hope it works. So it's been a night. Every time you see me in one of these like editing Fiona pops in bits, like I'm just gonna be more and more disheveled because it's getting later and later. But anyway, the next part is from when I was making a prop that was for a scene that didn't actually end up being in the film, but I enjoyed like showing you like how I made certain things, and I thought it looked really good. So I'll show you the finished pictures at the end also, and I guess this is just my like me mourning the prop, but we got you in there in the end, honey. Hello, I am back. It's like 6 a.m. I haven't slept, but I am building the hot air balloon. I originally tried to make it with glue and like homemade puffy paint, but it did not work. So we're going with this textured foam that I found at Hobbycraft, and I think it'll be cute. And McDonald's are doing Snoopy balloons, and I'm very excited about it, so I might use that and might not. I'm on my third snail now. She is munching away at some banana. Been measuring her against the hot air balloon carrier to make sure she fits. And yeah, I'm excited. Penguin socks. Me doing like what I consider glam instead of making my film. Call it what it is.
Dumb bitch procrastination.
But at least now I'm sparkly. I'm like stressed and sparkly, so.
Too new wave for my taste, but when the Fiona collection came out in 2019, I think it really came.
I literally got so many dirty looks in Asda for like what I was wearing. I love small towns because like this is considered holding it up. Yes, love that for me. Also wearing shorts as always, so.
Dumb bitch procrastination.
So I'm back from Asda, B&M, where the B and M cat was there. His name's Ollie, he lives there. He has a home, but he just likes being there. Love him. Also extremely allergic to cats. From B&M, I got, call it what it is, procrastination. Okay, time to get to work. Okay, so actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. What we're not gonna talk about is how fucking messy my room is. Listen, I move out in 2 weeks. And this isn't even like for packing. This is just me being a nasty ass bitch. That's not true. Most of it's like the sets for my snail film. Talking about snail film, it is the 24th and the applications for this film festival closes on the 30th. So I have like 6 days to like film, edit, make the sets for finishing my film. So I'm gonna do a filmmaking for 24 hours challenge. I feel sick. Which won't exactly be 24 hours straight because I'm gonna take breaks and stuff, aka I'm gonna eat dinner and stuff. I put a timer on for 24 hours and I'm about to start it. We gonna put on Taylor Swift's new album. Just get to it. Here's the motherfucking I don't know. So I realized, despite being like, hee hee, girls who make a tiny cinema for snails, I didn't really give much context. So basically, every scene in the film, the background consists of like foam core poster board background, which I painted and like cut out and stuff. Most of the backgrounds were then drawn over in Photoshop to like sort of make them stand out more, fix any like paint scuffs and stuff. I have finished sketching. You can actually hardly see, yikes, but it is finished. So I'm gonna paint now. Woo! But in this, I'm making a tiny cinema for snails and put a little homage to, is that fucking homage? No, it's homage. Homage, right? Homage. Fuck. To Greta Gerwig. So you can see that in the film. One of the movie posters, well, the only movie poster at the cinema is a cheeky little, hey Greta, love you beans. So I'm not gonna lie, I started making this film in about July, and it's September now. Finished it last day of August, and these things get pretty tiring, especially when you're working by yourself. Yeah, I know it's funny to joke and be like, she literally went to Asda to procrastinate. She does her makeup to procrastinate, but by the end it was like, there's still so much to do. I have to pull like a few all-nighters, and I was just like, but the thing that really helped me was just taking it hour by hour, writing down what I had to do in that hour, setting a timer, and just like literally taking it on chunk by chunk, because otherwise I would have been way too overwhelmed. There was a point where I was like, I'm not gonna make this deadline, which is a shame, because like I did start this being like, oh, I can submit it to this festival, but yeah, like you just gotta take it hour by hour and remember that it's fun. Like filmmaking, especially the kind that I've been doing recently, it's like the closest thing to playing that I can imagine. It's like building little houses and little sets for snails. Like it's just using your hands, and it's just like the most wholesome and like creative world building thing that I can literally do. And at the end of the day, like it is fun. You know, it's stressful because I want to get it finished, but it's the most like child evoking thing, you know what I mean? Like it literally is playing, and yeah, that's what I do for fun, I guess. So just trying to remember that. Also, this is obviously a different day, and this is getting nearer and nearer to the deadline. A little bit more stressed every day. I'm so spotty, but we're getting there. And honestly, when I'm not stressed about a film, I hate it. So being stressed is kind of like where I like being, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like that. I think the most important thing that I've learned about making films is not in the filmmaking itself. I mean, just keep doing it, but just to find deadlines. Because sure, I used to make a lot of YouTube content, and that was because I'd be like, I'll upload this day and this day and this day. But then when I stopped doing YouTube, that went down the hill, and it wasn't until I started entering my work into things that I would have a deadline to actually make something new and get something done. So definitely find deadlines that you want to meet, or set yourself deadlines, because otherwise you might not make anything if you're anything like me. So yeah. So here I'm making the inside of the cinema. There's a scene inside a cinema, and I had to make all these little red like felt cinema seats, which took forever. I didn't expect that. You always think like, oh, it's fine, I'll just like hot glue these seats together, cut out the fabric, and you're like an hour tops. But just having, I love like non-actor filmmaking, because you can just stick a podcast on or music on, and it just flows, and it's just like the perfect like relaxation, yet you're stressed. Yeah, but I love cinemas, so obviously I wanted to put a cinema in the film. I wanted to put the snail in the cinema, so I got my wish. All this is just wish fulfillment for me. I want to see a snail in a cinema. That's why I do. This is the day before the deadline, and obviously the deadline on the 30th was midnight. Also, I'm so bunged up right now. I'm sorry if I sound really like either sarcastic or valley girl. Last day before the deadline was spent just fixing up parts on Photoshop, and then the final day, the literal morning of, was me filming the last scene and editing that. So we made it. It's just, it can always be better, but it can't always be finished. So you just gotta decide it's finished and like move on to the next thing. So yeah, it will be up tomorrow, and I'm excited for you to see it. That's it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.